Ninjas, can everybody hear me? Awesome. All right. This is Coach Casey. Coach Casey is your course judge, okay? Before you run, you will check in with Coach Casey at the start. He will say, hey, do you understand why you're here and do you understand the course? And you will say, yes. And then he will say, then let's do it. He'll hit the button or something colloquial like that. You'll hear the NinjaWorks timer go 3, 2, 1. Actually, it'll go boop, 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 beep. Can't do it as well as Keenan. It's going to go 3, 2, 1, and then your course is going to start, okay? The NinjaWorks timing system will govern all of our timing here, which means Coach Casey's going to use the remote. If you're used to doing NNLs and you notice guys have their cell phones out all the time, in here we use a remote. So if you're not familiar with that, don't be like, hey, he doesn't have a cell phone. I don't know what he's doing. Your chance to ask questions about the course is right now, okay? So we'll go through obstacles, each one. As I said, don't touch them. And then it'll be your turn to run. We're going to call in like probably 8 to 10 of you at a time to warm up in the action room prior to your runs, and then Coach Paulino will start cycling you guys in as we go through, okay? I think that covers all of the sort of general knowledge stuff. All right, you guys ready to see the course? Well, you already see the course. You guys all watched the video, I know. All right, your course begins on the green platform where Coach Matt is standing. You're going to go through an obstacle we're calling entry point. It's 3 shrinking steps that are on various springs and compressors. You're going to use the rope or perhaps not. It's up to you. But you are going to make your way to this platform here, crossing the plane, disengaging from the obstacle, which means letting it go, and not touching the rope and landing here on the platform. Okay, now, here's the thing. If you still have the rope in your hands for some reason, I don't know why you would, and go straight up to here, okay? Yes, hold on. Okay. Yes, you've crossed the plane, but you haven't disengaged from the obstacle. So you can't get credit for obstacle 1 when you haven't completed the 3-part process of obstacle completion. Does that make sense to everybody? You got to cross the plane, let go of the rope before you can move on to the barrels. Make sense? Yes? You have to cross the plane and let go of the rope, okay? So if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to take this rope and I'm going to jump straight to this guy, sure, you got to let go of the rope so that we can give you the credit for that obstacle. Make sense?
So even if we go there, we don't have to step back there?
Well, I'll tell you what, for the sake of clarification, so there's no discrepancy here at all, we're going to call this a start-finish platform, okay? Got to go here. We'll just make it easy. That's just easier for everybody. Start, finish platform, let go of the rope. Got the point. Make sense? Cool. No gray area. I know you guys want to go fast, but we'll slow you down on the first one. Any other questions? Cool. Obstacle 2, the Mega Juicer. These barrels, there are 5 of them, and they all roll. You may touch any part of the barrels with your hands or your feet, but you may not touch the wood or the metal brackets. I don't know why you'd get your hands down in there, but please don't do those. Hands and feet on the barrels. You're making your way all the way up and over top to the finish platform. Here. Here's the plane. Disengage from the barrels on the platform. Any questions about the Mega Juicer? Don't get juiced. All right. Obstacle number 3, young Ragnar. Now, if you watched the previous waves, you saw that we took away a couple of the rings here. Your platform, your start platform is technically here, but this is in play, okay? If you need to use this slanted face in order to get up to that cannonball, you may. The pit is out, but this is on, okay? Here to there and everything in between except for the pit is good. Then you're going to grab the metal arms and the ring. You may use as many or as few as you like. And you're going to dismount to this platform here. Here's the plane. Have to cross that. I don't think any of you are tall enough to grab that and still have your feet on there at any point. So cross the plane. Don't fall back into the pit. This is your finish platform, which means you may overshoot it. Okay, this is not a start platform for the next obstacle. Any questions about young Ragnar? You may even ask where the name came from, but nobody cares. Okay? Cool. Moving on to the next one. No, well, there's one on Netflix that's pretty good. Anyway, the conveyor belt. Obstacle number 4. These barrels do spin, okay? They've tripped up quite a few people today. I've been surprised. The floor is lava. You may use only the barrels to make your way all the way across to this finished platform here. You may not fall back onto the blue mat, and your feet may not touch the floor or the blue mat. So it's only on top of the barrels from here, or from there to here. Yes? No, this is a feet-only obstacle. Feet-only obstacle. Okay? Over there, Shane. Thanks, bud. Okay. Any questions about this one? Good. Next up, we got a ring toss. You guys are going to start here on this platform using only the gray rings. You're going to make your way all the way down the ring toss to this far landing platform here. Cross the plane, disengage from the obstacle. Don't fall back in the pit. This is not a start-finish platform. This is just a finish platform. You may overshoot it, but don't overshoot it this way into that camera, or it's going to be a bad time. Okay? Any questions about the ring toss? You may not use the vertical limits. You may not use the books. You may not grab the peg graspers with your hands. Yes?
So you can use that to like catch yourself?
Totally. It's totally fine. Okay? All right, moving on. Next one, the bar exam. Maybe some of you might take that someday. Who knows? You got a lot of growing up to do. All right, bar exam. This one, the bars marked with white tape you may use to mount and dismount the obstacle. That means that you can grab this to pull up to go to here, okay? Now, if you incidentally touch the orange mat in order to get onto here to climb up, that is fine. What you may not do is jump directly from the orange mat to the bar. Reason being, if I allowed that, then the whole orange mat is in play and you could just walk down here and jump up to this bar. And that would be kind of silly, wouldn't it? That's not, right? So, incidental is fine as long as you're coming here and going there. Okay? Yes?
Can you jump from the gray to the bar?
Absolutely. That's kind of the idea. Especially when I take that white tape away for the later age groups. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, of course. Feet on the walls. Just don't go through the walls, but you can use your feet here. Okay? Now, these are about 3 feet apart, these laches, and this one in the middle is a little bit bigger. Call it 4. If you need a reference, go in the action room. Those bars in there are about 4 feet apart. So if you can throw that lache, you should be fine on any of these. They just trip you up a little bit. So then 3, 3. Now, over here, this is your dismount platform. This guy right here, okay? We call this a consequence box. It's hard. It's made of wood. It has edges on it. They're routed down, but they're still hard, okay? There are consequences if you hit this box the wrong way. So, ninjas, what do we always land on? Our feet. Exactly. No knees on this guy. You're going to have a real bad time if you do that. But keep in mind, this is also a finished platform. So if you want to overshoot this and go down to the green ones down there, that's totally fine as well. Okay? Yes, Caleb. Just the one with the white tape. Yes. Okay. All right. So if you throw from back there and you crane this like this, and that mat goes down like that, no good. If you somehow tuck it in and it's like there, that's fine. But if this mat goes down, that would be a fail. Okay? So make sure you stick this landing. I know you guys are going to be trying to go fast. Please watch out for the camera over here. Nick is very claustrophobic. They don't like to be touched. Any questions about the bar exam? Cool. After that, jumping spider. Okay? In the middle of the jumping spider is 4 feet. This is 4 feet between here, but it does curve in, okay? All of you guys should be able to do a jumping spider, but if you cannot, I will allow you to body prop this obstacle, okay? So that would mean you can come up here, put your hands on one side, feet on the other. You can body prop your way, but you still must dismount to this platform, crossing the plane here and landing on that platform, okay? So you can either jumping spider. In the first wave, we did have a question asked, could you just jump straight from the trampoline to there? You sure can, but it's pretty hard on the far side of it, and you better make sure you stick that landing, okay? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, here, one over here. Go around the outside here. Yeah, it's gonna be wide top for you. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Thanks,
Okay.
Casey. You can go on the other side.
Sure. Height check. probably a body prop for you too. Okay. No worries. No problem. Yes.
You can't go across the top, right?
Good question asked and answered. Yes, you can't go across the top. All right. Next up, into the warp wall room. Okay, everybody right out in the middle, please. Oh, hey. You want a height check too? I knew we started a trend. There you go. It's close. I'd say you're probably better off with a body prop, unless you've got a full splits. Okay. All right, so you guys. Next obstacle, warp wall. See that white tape up there? Go get that white tape up there, okay? That's all you got to do. Go up and touch that white tape. Coach Casey just needs to see a little finger across the line at the bottom of that white tape. Yes? Yeah, totally. You can go above the whole thing. Just got to get above the white tape. Yes? So, interesting question. In the kids group, we didn't allow them to do that. In this group, since the first wave was allowed to do it, you guys are allowed to do it too. Okay? So, if you need to go back there, that's fine. On the mats, you can run up. Okay? Yeah. No, you may not. You may only run the center. Okay? So that you were thinking you could go there and then there? Nope. Just up this one. Yes? This is about a little more than 10 feet. Maybe 10 and a half. Yes?
Can you, touch this wall with your feet?
No. Only this wall. I know there's just small lines there, but only the 12, or well, it's a 12-foot wall, but only the wall with the white tape, please. Okay? Any other questions? Yes?
On their way down, if they hit the 8-foot wall by accident, are you going to call them out?
No. Okay.
Where can they take off from?
They can go all the way back if they want. Yep. I said yes. He just asked, somebody asked that. Yeah. There you go. All right. So, on to the next one. Cliffhanger. You guys have all the holds to use, all the holds, okay? You're getting from this black box all the way across to that black box using the holds. Now, feet on the wall, incidental is okay, but this wall is not here as sort of a third step for you to use, okay? This is a hands-only obstacle, okay? Now we're going to make our way all the way over to this box here, cross the plane. You may push off the face of the cliffhanger to dismount the obstacle. We said that in the first wave as well, so we'll be consistent there. You may push off the face of the cliffhanger to get onto this safely, okay? Yes? If no pushing off the wall. Incidental, okay. And probably what's going to happen is Coach Casey, if he sees you like really using the wall a lot, he's going to go, no feet on the wall, or like stop using the wall. If you do it again, then you're running the risk of him calling you out. Okay? Yeah. This is a start-finish platform, so we got to go to the platform here. Okay? So you can't bypass the platform and go right up to the cliffhanger. Yes. Is that a question? Can you skip what? I don't know. Can you? Come on, Shane. I know you can skip these. Yes, you can use as many or as few as you want. Yes. I don't care. I'm not allowed to dictate the athlete's path to the next platform after they've completed the obstacle. No. Once they've completed that. Now, if they miss and then they make their way over to here, then they haven't completed that one. They have to go back and get it. But, yeah. That would technically determine a path. All right. Any other questions about Cliffhanger? Cool. Now, final obstacle for you guys. Gorges. This is some old school ice climber stuff. All right. We're going from this platform here. If you need to use this rope to climb up in order to grab that, you may. To give you a height reference, I'm about 6 feet tall, and I can reach up and grab it, okay? If I reach out here, maybe I can grab it a little bit more, all right? So if you need to climb up here, that's fine. Hop on this rope. Hands and feet are allowed. So as soon as you want to get your hands and feet on it, that's fine. You're going to traverse the whole way across, making your way to this rope here. You're going to swing to this platform here, but your job is not done. you are going to go up and over this box to the green platform where Shell is standing and hit the buzzer. Now, I've said this to the group so far. If the clock's winding down and you are getting to complete this up, so you're like, oh my God, I'm so close to the end, and you jump off of here and you hit the buzzer before your feet hit the green platform, we're not going to call you out for that. I mean, come on, that's just splitting hairs, right? But that is the finished platform for the obstacle. That is your goal. Your job is not finished when you get to here. You have to go over and hit the buzzer. Yes? Yes. Good question. You may use the wall when you're climbing up the rope. They certainly are. They're here for your benefit. Yes? You sure can. Yeah. It's gnarly. To like pull through? Or if they're falling? Yeah, that's fine. At that point, I mean, you're scrambling for the buzzer. That's, yeah. Okay? Yes? Have to go over. Have to go over. The floor is lava until you hit that buzzer. Okay? So like if you come down here, that's no good. That would be a fail, unfortunately. Okay? Yes? Mm-hmm. The timer's stopped and it's locked in. If you're like flying, like going air ninja off of this thing and like hitting it, like, I'm not going to come over and be like, technicality, and call you out. No, that's, yeah, just protect yourself at all times. Okay. All right, any other questions on Gorge? Gorges, I think is what we called it. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, Paulina is going to read out the names of our first few ninjas who will be in the action room. The rest of you, please head outside until you're called in.
Kind of locked in.
Ninjas, we'll give you about 4 or so minutes here to get warmed up, and then we're going to start this wave off. All right, ninjas, let's get started with Mature Kids Wave number 2. First competitor, Lily Barrett. Would Lily Barrett step to the start line? DJ Skinny Bones. There we go. Lily is no stranger to action athletics. We've known her as far as Nina and NNL for years. Her and her sister Charlotte really make a name for themselves as young ninjas around here. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Lily, go back. Lily, go back. Somebody handed Casey the wrong timer. You get a little extra practice. We are lucky enough to have 2 NinjaWorks timing systems here at Action Athletics, and they are only distinguished by a little red line and a little blue line. And if you're colorblind or if you've been working Ninja Comps all day. All right. We're going to reset this and get Lily going again. Now we got it. That's the sound we're looking for. There she goes, and off through the conveyor belt. Ooh, a little slip, but still manages to make it. Lily loves doing laches. She loves camping and building forts, and she is passionate about saving gorillas. Me too, Lily. Especially because in certain circles I've been known as the silverback gorilla. Certainly. Nice! Look at her stick it. She is flying today. Got to go get that wall, get the tape. Nailed it. Now onto the cliffhanger. Lily's right at home on these cliffhangers. We're going to watch her sister Charlotte run a little later. There she goes. Always competitive between the two of them. I'm sure they're gunning to see who's going to come out on top today. And it could come down to this obstacle right here. The Gorges. The Gorges. She's got to traverse that gorge. There she goes. Look at her move. Like a little baby sloth up there. Now, this is the hard part. Going back up the hill once the rope gets to the lowest point. Now she's got to, she reached across and gassed out. Woo! That rope is made of cotton, and it is soft. But, man, it can be hard to grab. Next up. Yeah, if you just hit the buzzer. Okay. All right, that run puts Lily Barrett in first place. Next to the start line, young Juliette Beaupre. So this is Juliette's 3rd season competing in the NNL. She loves upper body obstacles, rings, cliffhangers. You can see right there, I mean, right at home. Beautiful. She's making excellent work of this course. Oh, almost saved it through the conveyor belt. Well, now that Lucy's going to finish up her course playing with house money, just playing on the obstacles, we can tell you a little bit about her. She has not competed on A&W Junior yet, but her sister Vienna was on season 1, and Juliette was there on the sidelines cheering her on. She loves acting, musical theater, and inventing board games. That sounds like fun. We play a lot of board games in my house. Maybe someday we'll play some invented by Juliette. She loves rescue dogs and recycling to help. And Juliette's ninja motto is never let go. Oh, sorry, recycling to help the planet. That one got a little lower on me. Tell you what, despite that early slip up, she still made great time through the cliffhanger. She's still got about 38 seconds left to go, which means she's going to get up on this Gorges. Let's see if she has the arm strength to power through this. She's moving well. Got that leg hook on. Now she's got to go back up the hill. That rope reaches its lowest point, and then you got to start climbing all over again. So this obstacle is like a 3-part rope climb. And with 1 second left up, she made it to the end. So good job, Juliet. Next up, we have Grace. Grace loves to play soccer when she's not doing ninja. She's going to push off that cannonball. There we go. Good. And down she goes. Good dismount. There she goes, right across the tops, right across the tops. Quickly getting into the... That's it. Quickly through this ring toss. Good. Hearing it from her teammates, her nickname Chalk Monkey. Not to be confused with Monkey Matt, who has been known to swing and hang from many things around action on the weekends. There she goes, trying to link up these laches. The different distances of them definitely make them pretty difficult to negotiate. But she's home there now. Into jumping spider. Stick. Oh, no. Gets a little ahead of her feet and just can't stick. She had it there for a second. Made short work of the warp wall. We tried so hard to make this a course that reflects all the skills of a well-rounded ninja from top to bottom: agility, balance, power, warp walls. A lot of classic obstacles that we were kind of going back to. We put a lot of thought into the design of it, and hopefully the ninjas are having some fun out there. Grace still has 15 seconds to get herself through this rope traverse. Now, having long socks or long pants would definitely help with the chafe factor on that rope a bit. But look at this. 3 seconds left. Oh, right down into it. That's how we draw these things up. We like it when the competitors are right there at the end. All right, nope. No, you're not having deja vu. Charlotte Barrett is now at the start line. This is her 5th year completing NNL. She knows what she has to do. Her sister Lily's in first place, so she is going to go out and make it her job to finish ahead of that. There we go. Wow, Charlotte skipping that 5th one. She's the first person to do that today. She is on a mission. Woo, man. Big throws. Charlotte and Lily both very high up in the NNL rankings this season for this division. They're 2 of the best to do it, and at such a young age. It's really, really impressive. Apparently, she also loves camping and building forts with her sister when she's not practicing ninja. There we go. Warp wall, not a problem. And into the cliffhanger. Great run song. All right, now right into that rope. Not wasting any time. 48 seconds left to go. That's plenty of time to get through this obstacle. She's got to figure out her hand placement. Probably wants to get those feet on. There she goes. Man, hanging that left leg out there. Right leg doing a lot of stabilization work on this one. As she reaches back. And pulls it in. 22 seconds left. Can she stick the dismount on this? There we go. She's got to go up and over the top and go get to that buzzer. And she does it. Charlotte with the course finish. 147 moves her into first place in the mature kids. Ladies. Ooh, and right back at it. Next up, we have Titan. Competed in NNL for 3 seasons. Straight across that conveyor belt. There we go. Titan setting up that dismount. A little bump on the noggin from the ring on the way by, but doesn't seem to phase him one bit. Now trying to set up his rhythm here on these laches. Can he trust the long one? Yep, there we go. Very smooth. That was one of the smoothest runs through there that we saw. And just took a straight jump through the jumping spider. Didn't even try to stick the landing. Just slightly behind Alex Asconi's time. All right, now with 1:06, he's right up onto the rope. Still a little bit behind Asconi's time. But he's looking really smooth here and gets the finish. 109.55, which does get him right there at the end by about a second. Was able to eke out Alex Asconi, who was in wave 1 for first place. Next up, Taya Walton. She's in her 4th season of NNL competition. You may remember Taya from last season on ANW Junior. She competed in season 2. Loves grip obstacles, clearly. Let's see what she's got for the conveyor. Belt just slipped a foot, but didn't even phase her. She's still moving on. We get a chance to tell you a little bit about Taya. Taya's been a member of the action team for, I want to say 3-4 years now. It's been quite a while. She's definitely one of the top competitors in this division. She's been to a ton of NNL events this year and qualified, I believe, in this region and maybe in a couple others as well. Look at her brachiating through those lache bars. Sticks the landing through the jumping spider. She absolutely loves chess, logic puzzles, reading, and piano. In fact, I will attest to that. I've seen Taya in here with a book in her hands on a number of occasions. There she goes, gets the legs on, and now pulling. Pull, 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 pull. There you go. Using her length to her advantage on Gorges. And with a lot of time left on the clock, were it not for that one little slip on the conveyor belt, I think that may have been, what is that? Well, it had her listed at 16, but man, I wish we could have seen what her last time would have been, because that would have been up there very good with Charlotte and Lily. All right, next up we've got Owen Westerland. 2nd season running in the NNL. There we go. Nice. So Owen is known as the half-hearted ninja because he only has literally half a heart. He has hypoplastic left heart syndrome, and so naturally one of his passions is congenital heart defect awareness. So thank you to Owen for bringing our awareness to people born with congenital heart defects and that they are still capable of great things. So if there's any parents out there who have young babies, newborns, or children, dealing with any kind of health issue or related to the heart or whatnot, hopefully seeing Owen out here competing today gives you hope to know that your child is capable of great things like what Owen is doing here today. What's funny is on Owen's hobbies and interests, one of the things he listed today is parkour and video games. Of all the kids we've read so far today, I was actually kind of surprised. He's the first one that said video games. And I would just naturally think that all the kids were, that would be on their list. Maybe it goes without saying, but I like video games too, Owen. Wish I got to play them a little bit more, but seems like I'm always here. 15 seconds left in his run. It's going to be a quick traverse across the gorges. You hear those tones winding down, those Ninja Works tones are talking to him. He's got to get his feet off of that first rope and untangled, but whew. Blazing fast there for Owen. He would have had to put on super speed to get through that gorges. All right. Linnea Olsen up next. Her second season competing NNL. Out of Westchester Ninja Warriors. Great gym down there in Westchester, New York. Love the colorful pants. I love a ninja with some good fashion sense. Linnea's definitely got that. Shows a little color on the course. Nice work. And up she goes to the bars. All right, gets her upswing going. Now, can she stay in rhythm? There we go. Got to get that rhythm. See, little hiccup there across the middle one when it's just slightly different. Now she's got to get it back. That's it. And down. Still making good time here. A little over a minute as she sticks that jumping spider. And up and touches the tape for the warp wall completion. All right, now here we are into the cliffhanger. All right, with 38 seconds left, she's up on the rope, pulling it into it. Got to get those legs up, inching her way out. All right, now she's in a good position, and those flashy pants are doing a good job of sliding their way down the rope. Now she's got to pull back up the hill, reach out from behind. About 10 seconds left to get this thing done. She needs the momentum. She needs the momentum. Can she get there? Oh, just hit the buzzer anyway, Linnea. Oh, almost. She came up a little short, but that's good enough for fourth place for Linnea. Violet making her way through entry point. There we go. Violet makes her way down. Now she's heading over to conveyor belt. Very nicely done, up on top. Underneath. Violet getting some coaching from Coach Shell, guiding her through that ring toss. There we go. Around the corner. Very nicely done. She's doing that upstart on every bar there. Definitely a safer technique, getting your way through these bars. She doesn't want to make a mistake here, wants to complete as many obstacles as she can. That's it. Hands start getting a little tired there by that last one. Spotting her dismount. Good body control and down. Now into that jumping spider. Good stick. Oh, she's got it. She's got it. Got to make those shoes stick. Now to the warp wall she goes. Gets the tap, heads over to the cliffhanger with 20 seconds left on the clock. 10-second clock winding down here. Ooh, big swings out of Violet on that cliffhanger. There she goes. Now up the rope, and time just expires. All right, we're packing in the middle of the run order here. Next up, we have young Colin Vitale. There he goes. Through the first two very quickly. Now he reaches up and pulls back. Excellent. Colin electing to skip that last ring. Probably a good idea. Very quickly. Nice little vault up there on top of the ring toss. Very smooth. Oh, he looks like he could very easily have skipped any of those and gone for maybe 2 moves instead of hitting each one. Now let's see if he can continue his momentum. Well, here's another one. Colin loves surfing and playing video games, and he's full of personality. Some of his favorite obstacles are agility obstacles. Well, sorry, Colin, but those are all behind you now. This is going to be upper body grip taxing. A little less than a minute on the clock as he makes his way through the cliffhanger. There we go. All right, now he's got to get up onto Gorges. He's got plenty of time to traverse this thing if he keeps moving. This is Colin's 3rd season competing on National Ninja League. So he is no stranger to 10 obstacle courses, 2-minute time limits, things all in there. Legs are very compressed here. I think he can drop it out, get to that. Oh, now, but he lost a little bit of momentum. It's going to be tough to get it back. There he goes. Good swing. Gets to the platform. Nails the buzzer. Good job. A 151 finish. Nice job, Colin. Good enough for 3rd place to join our list of finishers here. So it looks like in this division, it's going to take a podium, or it's going to take a finish to podium. Next up, another ninja visiting us from Danbury, or from Ninja Mania, I should say, from Connecticut. Skylar Awalt. 4th season competing in the National Ninja League, and she made an appearance on A&W Junior Season 2. Skylar has a pet Russian tortoise named Landon. But I imagine she is not taking after him today because she seems to be moving very quickly. The ladies have set a high bar here. She is going to need to keep that momentum moving through these bars and now accelerate through the back half of this course in order to get herself up near a top spot. Can't remember off the top of my head if we've had any female finishers yet. I don't believe so, but we could have one here. Oh, no, wait, I think actually a few minutes ago, Charlotte. Here we go, Skylar. Now on to the final obstacle. 45 seconds left as she makes her way up the rope. "30 seconds on the clock is still plenty of time to finish this obstacle." Big pullback. There she goes. Gets her momentum. That momentum's so crucial in that last part because then you can really just go right for the landing. And she finishes. And that is good enough for 1st place right there. Only our 2nd finisher of the day. Great job, Skylar. Next up, young Jacob Luptak. Young Jacob has been a member of our Action Athletics team, I think, pretty much since he could walk. And now he spends winters freestyle skiing up in New Hampshire over here. Oh, just a little slip on the conveyor belt. Didn't even barely slow him down. If there's one thing that I know about Jacob, it's that he bounces. So don't worry about him. Any kind of obstacle hang up that we see today, he's just going to jump right off them. Another interesting thing is that Jacob deadlifts ridiculous amounts of weight. I know it's not hard to tell with how muscular he is, but he literally lifts the amount of deadlift weight that grown men would be envious of. And he just trots himself into a warp wall room here. Gonna take a run at that 10-footer. Sure, why not, man? I mean, you're playing with house money. You can move on to the next one if you want. There we go. That was above it. 35 seconds left to go. He makes his way across the cliffhanger. Jacob's certainly capable of everything. We've seen this happen a couple of times today where runners go down on the conveyor belt and then, I mean, just cruise through the rest of the course, and kind of begs the question, you know, what difference one step could possibly make. Jacob very comfortable on ropes. He's been doing this for maybe before he could walk. He's been climbing on ropes all over his house. There he goes. Put it on the board. Next up, Benjamin Perino. A lot of wingnut fans in here. A lot of ninjas enjoy the wingnuts. We're going to see those a little later in our older division, preteens division. So stay tuned for that live stream. Very nice. Big dismount. Ooh, good save right there, right down in front of me. He got a little behind that second conveyor belt barrel, but Benjamin is full on hustle right now. He is moving. This division is so competitive. These kids know the obstacles might not be maybe as difficult as the ones that the preteens or even the teens see, but that doesn't mean that they're not competitive. It just means, whoop, took a chance there on the jumping spider and it just didn't pay off. They don't always. But as I was saying, just mostly because these guys are so fast and they're on obstacles that, you know, if they develop quickly, they can do them quickly. So that's why this division ends up being super competitive. These kids are just moving. You're going to see it in the preteen division as well. It's almost like their skills and their bodies outgrow the level of obstacles that they're being challenged with. And so you end up with these speed demons. And there he goes. Benjamin finished the course, were it not for just a little miscue there on the jumping spider. Next up, a young man who goes by the name of Eli Wember. Eli is a proud member of the Action Athletics Ninja team and a young man who has really turned himself into quite a dominant force in this division. He's very good at recognizing what everyone else is doing. Excellent save there. Very fleet of foot. Our first athlete today to skip on those ring toss. I'm sure anyone running after Eli is going to say, oh, that's a good hack. We're going to have to pick that up. There he goes. Puts those linked laches together. Reaches out for the bigger gap. Takes a peek at the landing. Elects to go to the last bar. All right. Makes his way through the jumping spider. Now he's got to accelerate through this last little gauntlet of obstacles here, which means the cliffhanger, the ropes. Hopefully he's been breathing up until this point in the course. Hopefully he stays in his rhythm. There he goes. Needs to stay active on this cliffhanger. His arms are starting to look a little pumped, but he knows he needs to get right into the rope. Let's see. He didn't even take a second to shake out there. 45 seconds. Let's see how Eli's endurance is holding up. There he goes. He's got to get those feet on, save a little bit of arm strength, and then pull. Once the feet are on, it's just a matter of pull, 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 pull. There he goes. Now he's in the belly of the rope. He's got to climb back up the hill. There it is. A couple more big pulls. He's got to reach out for the other one. Big pull back. Sticks the landing. Let's go hit that buzzer. Bang. Good job, Eli. Minute 48. That is good enough for third place right now. Puts him on the podium. We'll have to see what the rest of the ninjas in this division have to say about that. Excellent run out of Eli. Another contender here. We got Brady Gedman. Third season competing in the NNL. He's eyeing up that dismount. These guys are all looking for these little hacks now. They know what it takes to get through it. Good job. Straight through the conveyor belt. That's it. Brady taking... Very nicely done. Brady, another ninja who really enjoys skiing. Sad to see another skiing season come and go this year, and I didn't get out to the mountains again. Used to spend over 200 days a year on snow. Ah, another victim of the jumping spider. There's a reason why it's a classic. You know, we're not always reinventing all these many different obstacles. Sometimes it takes something as simple as that. Good. Brady's got about 10 seconds here to negotiate the rest of this Gorges. He's almost there. Oh, but just ran out of gas. Couldn't quite put it together there. All right, next up, I believe another Strive teammate. We got Jacob Hartman Bimbo. Strive making a showing up here today. Had a couple of good athletes in the first division and now here in Mature Kids. There we go. Jake, a big pullback on that first one. He's eyeing up that dismount. Oh, yeah. Not afraid to fly. There he goes. Now down the ring toss. Sets up for the big dismount. These kids love to fly. Once they get that rhythm of the arm swing and the hips back down, once they trust their grip, it's just a matter of putting it all together. And it's the one thing that they absolutely love to practice, which isn't surprising. A lot of favorite obstacles or laches, which makes me happy. We put that in the course for these guys. Jacob's ninja nickname is the All-Heart Ninja, Heart, H-A-R-T. It's going to take a little heart to get him up to the top of this warp wall. There you go. Second try gets it done. Now over into the cliffhanger. He notes he needs a finish if he wants to make a run at that podium spot. Currently Eli Wember sitting in third place there. He's got to get himself out onto that rope and try to get his feet up. Seems to be the technique that it's all these ninjas can muster is the feet on technique. They don't quite have the gas left in the tank to go arm over arm, even though, you know, a backwards technique like we showed in the video. Oh, the peel off at the end. He went for it, that's for sure. He's going to brush himself off. Hits the buzzer. Good job, Jacob. All right, next up we have Olivia Humphreys. This is Olivia's third season competing NNL. She's also out of Strive. There you go. She's going to pull down on this and then pull up. That's it. Big pullback. That's it. She gets the swing and dismounts. Backside. Right over here. Nice. Right over the top. Right over the top. Oh, she's still good. Oh, we said no hands. Olivia loves anything swinging, so here we go. I'm going to show off that Lachey skill. Very nice. Big upstart. There we go. Nice. And last one. She looks at the dismount platform. Yeah, she was almost able to touch it. Sticks the landing into the jumping spider. It's always a satisfying feeling. Now, 29 seconds to deal with these last few obstacles. Touched her hands. And time's winding down on Olivia as she makes her way through the cliffhanger. Looks like she'll get that one done. Very nice. And time expires. Right there. Okay. Next up, Cameron Godbout. In his second season competing NNL, Cameron's been doing pretty well in comps lately. Got to give credit to this young man who's worked so hard to get to where he's at. He's good coaching down there at TA Fitness. We saw him a couple times this season in our various Nina meets. Straight through the conveyor belt. Very nicely done. There he is. Cam taking a methodical approach with each ring. Now sets up for the dismount. Very good. Good pull through. That's it. Wow, look at that link by Cameron Godbout. That was about as clean as we've seen those done all day. Sticks it through the jumping spider. A minute 10 still left on the clock. He's going to make short work of the warp wall here. All right, now he's at 52 seconds. This is a potentially contender time, but he's got to make sure he gets quickly through the Gorges. Cam quit all his other sports just to focus on ninja, but he hasn't quit chess yet. Well, I think that might be paying off for him right now. The focus that he's put on the ninja. He's good. All right, and a completion at 137 moves him into third place, bumps Eli Wember out of the podium spot. That was hard earned. All right, next up, we've got Zachary Maas. Off he goes. Very familiar with Coach Lucas. This young man is super fast. He loves computer coding and Minecraft gaming. There he goes. Very light on his feet through the conveyor belt. That looked very smooth. He's good at solving puzzles and fixing things. Well, those skills and ninja tend to go hand in hand. Quick peek at Rainbow Road on the way by. I think he was wishing he probably got a chance at that obstacle today. There he goes. Following up Cam Godbout. Very same technique there. Through those laches. Very fast. But he's got to move. Got to go get that tape. Got to go get that tape. There it is. All right, now it comes down to Cliffhanger. That's it. All right, a lot of time on the clock here. If he's got enough gas in the tank. Look at Zachary Moss making a statement here. He's reaching back for it. If he can stay clean through here, this could be a podium run. Hits the buzzer. And I believe that is going to do it. Move him into third place. So it's just a battle for the bubble right now. Next up, we have young Caleb Rolson. Caleb's been taking class here with us at Action, participating in open gyms, summer camps. Always a pleasure to have Caleb in the gym, so we're happy to have him back here today. Has his own hashtag, Fast Ninja. There he goes. Big pull. As he makes his way into the conveyor belt. Very light on his feet. Nice. Caleb has been working on his ninja, we can tell. Loves spin cycles. Loves soccer, space, and TikTok. He's passionate about ninja. Nice job. Big hip throw. He's got the technique down. Whoa! Oh! Sliding into home plate. Just couldn't quite hold on to the landing platform. Don't tell Caleb he's not allowed to do any more obstacles, though. Didn't even miss a beat. Off he goes to the next one. There he goes. Third season competing on NNL. I'm sure this is not Caleb's first comp. It certainly won't be his last. He just loves to get out there and mix it up. Electing to go for the body prop technique here through the jumping spider. Feet got a little bit too low there. Just couldn't quite keep the angle on it. Oop, not quite. All right, good run out of Caleb. And we roll on to our next competitor, Joseph Ruiz. If I'm not mistaken, his sister Kate competed earlier. Did very well in our kids division. There he goes. Big pull. This is Joseph's second season in the NNL as he makes his way across the conveyor. Oh, just a little slip on the conveyor belt there. Another ninja with a pet hedgehog. Seems an interesting take there. Seems like we got a lot of ninjas. I don't know. Maybe when I was a kid, a hedgehog wasn't a popular pet. Seems like a cool one, though. There he goes. Look at that reach on those laches. So here's another ninja that really has all the skills, put everything together, just had a bad break on the conveyor belt. And that's kind of how we design these courses. There's no gimmies. There's no gimme obstacles, even the ones that appear to be layups. We want our really fast best ninjas to still have to always be on their guard when they're doing the simple obstacles. Nothing come easy. And here we go. Here's another one at 34 seconds. Had he not had that little slip up there, that would would have been real close to a podium spot, but is not to be. Certainly won't be his last comp. We know that. Next up, we have Charlotte. Charlotte in her 3rd season competing NNL. She loves Lachey's. Well, I got good news for you, Charlotte. Coming up a little later in the course, you're going to get an opportunity to show them off. There we go. Big dismount for Charlotte. Excellent. She's just running straight through this. Very clean out of Charlotte down this ring toss. Big dismount. They're going from 3, 4 back on this one now. When you start throwing those long dismounts. That's it. Charlotte electing to run without music so she can focus on what she has to do. Unfortunately, she can't shut me up. There she goes. There's another one on the warp wall. Still over a minute to go. She's looking like she's chasing that podium. I got to remember some of the other runs out there. We had Charlotte and Skylar. So if this Charlotte is looking to, ooh, look at that back and forth technique. She's covering a lot of ground very quickly. But now the proof, or the devil's in the details right here. Proof is in the pudding. Other colloquial expressions. As she makes her way down to the end of the course, takes that extra swing, wants to make sure she sticks it. That's it. Gets that buzzer. Nice job. 138.44 moves her into first place. Excellent job, Charlotte. All right. Next up, Kira Potter. Here we go. Kira leaning out for that cannonball. Nice and easy. All the way through. Good. Let's see. She's probably going to take one more here, then start eyeing up that dismount. Nicely done. Around the corner she goes. Trying to link those cliches. Got to keep that momentum going all the way down. Oh, thought about it, but came back. There she goes. Right on the cusp of brachiating through the... Wow, sticks the jump through the jumping spider. Looks like we're going to be pushing that back for the next age group. I actually told the guys at the beginning of this age group, I was like, let's make it a little smaller for them. Sure enough, some of these taller ninjas just bypassing the whole obstacle. But here goes Kira. Time is just slightly behind our first place, currently sitting in first place, Charlotte Boynton. And Charlotte was super fast on this rope traverse, but also Kira, she's covering a lot of ground, a little taller. She's gonna have to reach back. That's it. Now, can she be clean through this last portion here? She is. Gets that buzzer. 136.57 moves her into first place. Man, so much action on the podiums in this division. Next up, the showstopper. Known around here as Top Knot, young Shane Olson. Going to get that cannonball. So Shane is, when he's not doing ninja, loves studying the stats of NBA, NHL, and college basketball. He literally knows all of the stats, even dating back to the Kareem days. He is a stat ninja. First thing he does when he wakes up is look at the stats. Literally knows all the players on every NBA team. Shane is he studies the stats of NBA, NHL. Yep. He was in here the other day. We were talking about some of the most fined and penalized players in the NHL, and he could name the top 3. He was surprised that I knew him as well. And I was actually surprised that he took such an interest in hockey. We play basketball occasionally after practice, and he's just a lot of fun to have out on the court. You got to love the passion of this young action team member. Such a cool kid to hang out with. Looks like he's making more vertical progress than horizontal on the jumping spider, though. How's the dust up there, Shane? All right, go get that warp ball, buddy. That's it. Okay. Now with 2 more to go, he's on his horse. See what he's got for this cliffhanger. You hear his teammates urging him on, making sure that he stays focused and stays moving. He's a little bit on the smaller side for this age division, so pushing off there and getting the complete. He's going to try to use his feet on the wall here. That's acceptable. We'd said that in the rules. And now, can he get his feet up and pull? He's got to pull. 10 seconds left. This is going to be a tall order to get all the way to the end, but Shane has got so much heart. We'll see if he can get there. Oh, just runs out of time. Great run from Shane. He's always exciting to watch. All right, our final runner of mature kids, young Izzy Bittorf. Izzy is a 9-year-old sensation who's been training in secret here very early in the mornings here at Action Athletics. She's been putting the work in, doing sessions with her dad during quarantine, both of them enjoying the love of ninja, staying healthy together. It's been awesome to watch her progress. She's got to reach up and grab that big one. That's it. There you go. She needs a big pullback. Now she's got to keep that momentum going. Big momentum is what it's all about here. There she goes. Now, off to the side. That's it. Oh, and just couldn't keep the grab. It's all right, Iz. Let's go have some fun. It's all good now. There you go. There you go. Whoop, almost. Izzy's rocking Team Bacon on her shirt. It's making me hungry. It's getting to be that point in the day. I've never met a bacon I haven't liked. Go show the those shays, Izzy. This is a young lady who's doing ninja the right way, just enjoying herself out here, loves to test her skills, constantly leveling up and developing. I'm sure if she keeps competing, keeps coming in, I think we're going to have her here in class in this next session. And that usually helps the kids up their game as well, learn the efficiencies of ninja competition. So don't be surprised if you see Izzy's name up on a podium here before too long. There she goes. That's it. And down. All right, jumping spider. Now this is a stretch for her height. Let's see, is she going to go for the jump or the body prop? Body prop it is. Nope. Maybe a half body prop? Yeah, there it is. As time winds down, head on into that warp wall room, Izzy. Go get a warp wall. All right, ninjas, as soon as we certify these results, we will get to our podiums, and we will do that. We're going to do that inside. Let's live stream the podiums. Can we do that? Oh, did you move it outside already? Oh, okay. All right. Podiums will be outside. Sorry, live stream.